Hello, and welcome to the Panelists. I'm your host, Ed Sullivan, and joining me are four talented lads from Liverpool who are enjoying their first #1 hit in the Americas. On the guitars, we have Corey and Kathleen. What is your team name?
Appropriately, we're Team Great Taste in Music.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we have our minor Nicki and Cardi B related differences, but they have been resolved for the duration of this program.
Team Nicki.
And holding it down on the rhythm section, we have Beej and Alex. What is your team name?
We're Team Tanga Omelet.
Well, I can't get that image out of my brain, but I do have good news. You are two raccoons stacked one atop of the other inside a housecoat. It seems like only yesterday you enrolled at Milanima High School, but now it's senior year and you're about to ask your crush to the prom. To make this the best promposal ever, you're requesting help from some of your woodland buddies. How do y'all prompose? And whom do you call for a favor? The local murder of crows? The local herd of deer? Or just some more raccoons? Team Great Taste in Music.
I think we just have to go for just a lot more raccoons, as many as we got.
Like, that's our selling point, so a lot more will just help us.
Yeah, exactly. We can make that raccoon Voltron. Why limit ourselves to one raccoon for the head if we're enlisting that many more?
Could go 3.
Are we promposing to a human?
Well, we don't have to be specious about it.
What if Becky with the hair, right? That's a
The big
reference?
teeth.
That's
Becky
a reference.
with the big
Becky
teeth.
with the big teeth is just a couple of badgers walking around in a camisole. We don't know. What if everybody at this high school is just more animals?
Yeah, I mean, we are in our senior year, and we've been two raccoons stacked upon each other, and no one's noticed.
I'm picturing the universe brain meme of like raccoon, two raccoons in a housecoat, raccoons in a housecoat, and a whole high school full of woodland creatures.
Is anybody in here actually as they seem?
That's,
That's a real loaded question.
even outside of the context of the question, I'm still like, holy shit, that can any of us actually cop to being who we really are?
Are these even my hands?
So I don't have an aneurysm. Let's just make it a human being.
Okay,
We're the only animal stack in the school.
I got this one.
Great.
Murder of crows.
Because
Go with me on this journey. We're good friends. We set it up so that they scare her, and then we show up and save the day.
yeah,
And heroics. They owe us. Wait, no, that's not how this works.
that's like classic John Hughes thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really manipulative.
Yeah. I mean, crows are good at that kind of thing, though. So I think they'd be into it. It probably was their idea. We went to them, we're like, we want to propose to Becky with the big teeth. Why are you picking Becky?
I got this for you. And they've got.
We attack her for about 10-20 minutes.
Wait, what do you mean attacker? It's like, we just like flap.
You ever seen the birds? We're the birds.
Yeah, you could propose to Tippy Hedron. Yeah, why not? Her name's Becky with the big teeth. Yeah, whatever.
It's like, you need to show up in about 20 minutes.
We save what's left of Becky, take her to a hospital, then make out point. Or, I guess, a cemetery.
Probably just a pharmacy, though, because she'll probably need some, ointments for all the crow wounds.
Bactine and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the most romantic thing, is to bond over an open bottle of Bactine.
This is going to hurt so much. Like molten lead.
Yeah, you're just trying to do, first aid with your little raccoon grippy hands. You're, tearing open packages of hygiene,
Washing the bandages.
Washing the bandages.
Yeah, going viral on Twitter. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think this bird proposal has legs.
So many legs.
And beaks.
And it's only going to cost us a couple of shinies.
Yeah, well, and they'll be her shinies. They're just gonna pull out her earrings or whatever. I'm assuming, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, Becky, she wears those big hoop earrings.
Yeah, they're good shinies.
Yeah, we step in and we save her, and then she's so grateful to us that we use that suspension bridge moment of being like, would you go to the prom with me? And she's like, what?
I heard the crows might be showing up at the prom.
It's like, I'm bleeding, you asshole.
So we have a John Hughes meets Carrie situation over here. What is your big stunt to ask Becky with the big teeth?
We could do some sort of Aladdin genie moment where we just have other raccoons hiding in the wings to do things. It's like, oh, Becky, would you like a sandwich? And just a tray comes out. A little
Many
stuffing
hands
raccoon.
make light work.
Exactly.
Right? They could be anywhere. We could basically double jeopardy ourselves here a bit. We could, like, we're indistinguishable from all other raccoons, so any of the raccoons could be the raccoons in the trench coat, keeping Becky occupied while we control everything from the wings.
But what's our big romantic gesture? Like, how do we impress Becky? Because we have, like, 50 stagehands. We'll say 50 other raccoons. Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got, actually, we're going to have a spreadsheet for this. We're going to have to coordinate this ahead of time. Yeah. We're probably going to have to organize a snack break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna have to, like, get the scripts finalized and then hand them out to all the extras.
Do you think we need a Gantt chart?
Is Becky going to be into acorn and bark sandwiches?
I mean,
who isn't?
Yeah, that
Right?
sounds like a really sustainable vegan option. And we like Becky because she cares about the woods and the wildlife, right? Because that sort of directly affects us.
We're really hoping she cares a lot about the wildlife.
Yeah, we want her to feel real deeply about the wildlife if you get our drift. Anyhow, back to our spreadsheets. I think it's important. Do we need do we need a head raccoon? Who's the head raccoon? Like, aside from the one who's the
Whichever one's the head. I think I was the head.
Okay, you're the
I'm on top.
You're the smooching raccoon, but we need
Yeah, so we need a raccoon for close-ups and we need a raccoon for far away.
But we just need a raccoon, like, in the production office of the whatever raccoon musical. Can it be a musical?
One of us gets to first base, and the other hits a home run.
Beej gets to go to first base. Lucky him.
Piss!
Got those big raccoon kissing lips.
So tell me about this Brazil-style carnival made out of raccoons that you have imagined.
So you know the scene in Aladdin, the animated Aladdin, the original Aladdin, Disney's Aladdin, with Robin Williams
That
as
had
the
no
genie.
sequels or remakes.
No sequels or remakes.
Right.
There's the scene where Prince Ali is entering the city. You got gifts for Becky. Mm-hmm. You got impressive jugglers for Becky. You got elephants for Becky. Yeah. And you've got, like, your comedic, quippy sidekick raccoon all over the place, dealing with the local other people that just live and work there and are also game to be along with the singing and dancing.
This is sounding a lot like a raccoon orgy to me.
Everyone is going to be way too uptight and stressed out about deadlines and impressing Becky to want to have sex. Don't worry.
Two raccoons going to prom asking out Becky. She's so sweet, got some big teeth, that is for me.
And then just somebody screaming in the back, "You're off your mark!"
It's just going to be chittering. It's just going to be 50 raccoons chittering at each other the entire time while some of them are playing trombones.
Yeah. And one of them is screaming because there are not 75 golden camels.
He's just like this, tapping a fucking clipboard.
Yeah.
He's got 75 normal raccoons. And also raccoons, there's more 53.
You see the raccoons. You see the raccoons.
She's loving it.
She's so excited she's running away. Oh no.
Well, I mean, she probably flees towards the roof to escape. And that's where we can pull the scene where we fly off the edge of the roof.
Yeah.
Ha-ha!
That's
The
right.
magic carpet ride.
Yeah, the magic carpet is 4 raccoons holding plexiglass rods, so the carpet appears to float as long as you ignore the floor of raccoons
Then we
underneath
show
it.
her the world.
Or more raccoons.
What is the name of that creature from the Mario games that is several creatures stacked on top of each other?
The Goomba stack.
The Goomba stack. Because I figure if Becky flees to the roof, then you could form a Goomba stack but out of raccoons to retrieve her, rather than plexiglass poles, which may not be allowed on the standard high school campus.
In fact, why don't we steal their idea for the magic carpet? Because we have a murder of crows.
I think you're thinking too small. We should get them to shit on our love rival's car.
Just like Becky's in the car with Tony and just shit all over Tony's car. Becky gets grossed out and gets out. Yeah.
Oh, I'm Tony, and now I can't date because I'm covered in shit.
Somebody cleaning his car like for the entire prom. And hey, Becky, you just want to.
Even if we don't land a date with Becky, I think that's a great idea.
We just have the murder of crows shit on Tony like for the rest of the school year.
Yeah, fuck Tony.
Fuck Tony.
That's a good point. How are we going to indispose of Tony, our love rival, for the affections of Becky with the big teeth?
You know, I think he might just need a sincere talking to in the middle of the night in a location that he thinks is invulnerable.
So in his bedroom.
I think it's easier than that. Like, if you have control of all these raccoons, you just have a burlap sack that just pseudopod, grabs him, digests him and spits him out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we can dispose of a lot of problems this way.
Are you proposing just dropping out of high school and becoming assassins?
Isn't that what happened in Grosse Point Blank?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'm picturing Point Break, which is not the same movie.
Do we have a plan for how we're going to make love? Or, I mean, at least make out? We have...
I'm the one getting to first base, apparently. I'm
right.
leaving this up to you.
I've never had sex.
You're
As a raccoon.
As a raccoon, I have to assume we just instinctually figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, a deer knows how to walk the minute it's born.
Yeah.
Do raccoons know how to fuck real good the minute they're born?
This is why you shouldn't have skipped all those sex ed classes.
I don't know what human sexuality classes would have to do with raccoon sexuality.
At least they'll teach you how to put a condom on.
If I see someone with a condom and a banana, I'm going to eat the banana. Then I'm going to try to wash the condom and eat that too.
Well, as long as you're planning to be safe, that's really what matters.
Even if we end up wearing a fishing net.
Just over your tail.
I think that we should leave the problem of how to make a raccoon human chimera for like a later planning meeting. I think that's just getting the...
Like, prom's gonna be the first date.
Yeah,
Like, we don't have that
exactly.
much history with Becky.
Becky's a lady of honor.
And besides, we, a commune of raccoons all united to a single purpose, respect Becky in as much as that we wish to deceive her into thinking that we are one human male.
I just came up with a plan that eschews the evisceration and shitting.
Thank Christ.
Yeah, we get the crows to fly up in the air and spell out, Becky rules okay.
Yeah.
Who's not going to be impressed by that?
Becky might end up dating the crows, though.
All of them?
You're your wingman.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Did you just?
So I think what we've concluded is we've all been voted most likely to murder somebody on the way to prom. And that's not great news for anybody else. But I do have good news. 1986 called, and it wants its shoes back. And if 1986 doesn't get what it wants real soon, it's going to start canceling pop culture events that took place in 1986. But the good news is that you have 1986's shoes and the capacity to return them, but they won't get back there before it attempts to unravel 3 of our pop cultural milestones from the tapestry of history. Teams, you are each able to hurl one of the shoes on a very specific retro-temporal trajectory to cancel the cancellation of one of the following 3 events. Which do you save? The release of the movie Labyrinth, featuring David Bowie, the release of The Legend of Zelda in Japan, and therefore the world, or the invention of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Fuck Doritos.
Team Tanga Omelet, you seem to have your answer.
I would throw Cool Ranch Doritos under the bus any day.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I think they're gross.
But we have to pick one thing to save. And I know that Labyrinth was very sexually formative.
Bowie did lots of other cool stuff.
He did, yes. So I think we say Legend of Zelda has to come out in Japan in 1986.
Gotta happen.
Has to
The
happen.
knock-on effect of that game is too great to not
Yeah.
allow it to happen.
Labyrinth was a good movie, but I think this is more important.
Was anybody betting that would turn out differently? Anybody at
No,
all?
of course, he would pick the Nintendo property.
Wow.
Whereas I'm going full Labyrinth. You got your David Bowies, you got your Jennifer Connellys, your Toby Frouds, the baby that wouldn't make the baby noises during the baby song. You got Special Juggling Man, juggling the balls. You got Brian Froud with the, puppets. And Jim Henson's Muppet Company.
And a distinct visual impression of David Bowie's crotch, at least seared into my psyche.
It was loaded. It was packed. Oh, let's not forget Gates McFadden doing the choreography of the ballroom scene.
Did she really?
Oh, yes.
From Star Trek?
Yes.
Wow.
Did you see this going any differently?
No.
No.
No, well, hold on, though. But what are we giving up? We're giving up Cool Ranch Doritos, which are actually really good.
There's other Doritos.
But there wouldn't be if there wasn't Cool Ranch.
You're saying Cool Ranch is the flavor they started with for Doritos?
No, I think it might have been like the kickoff flavor that sent us down the many-faceted Dorito path. what knock-on effects do, if we take out Cool Ranch Doritos, do we destroy Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
No, because those are all nacho cheese derivatives. You got nacho cheese Doritos, and you got your like hot, and you got your sweet and sour, and you get your Flamin' Hots, or your mystery, or like ghost pepper.
Is Cool Ranch Dorito the only Dorito that is not hotter than nacho cheese?
I don't know, but I want to know about these corn snack lineages
Oh, yeah.
that we might be severing.
Yeah, like we have to think about the knock-on effect of everything. Obviously, if we cancel The Legend of Zelda, there's no Zelda and there's no other Zelda games, right? Obviously, if we cancel Labyrinth, a lot less people will probably think about groins earlier in life.
Yeah, contact juggling doesn't take off.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a lot of stuff here. But like, what snacks do we lose?
I think that we don't get like sweet and sour. I don't think that we get like all the crazy ones that happen in Japan. No one would give a crap about that. There would just be nacho cheese Doritos the world over, and that would be kind of it. They might do like a jalapeno one, and I don't think they explore the wider option and sow their oats in the Taco Bell collaboration for Cool Ranch shells doesn't happen.
I could never have a Cool Ranch chalupa.
I'm sure in this new timeline, Taco Bell will invent something just as abhorrent.
Or maybe it makes a splinter timeline where we have Cool Ranch Cheetos for some reason.
Or left unchecked, one of these 1986 pop cultural events becomes more powerful, and instead of having a Cool Ranch Dorito chalupa, we have David Bowie's groin from Labyrinth chalupa.
Is it like the one with Jet Li, where eliminating other events in history combine the massed power into one? So if we save Legend of Zelda, that becomes like school uniforms. It's printed on the money.
Right.
It, is taught in school.
They have a Legend of Zelda movie that stars as Link David Bowie with a giant codpiece.
I posit that we only need Labyrinth, and we can just throw Zelda to the curb of time as well. What did Zelda ever teach you? Like, Labyrinth taught me the word oubliette, and I use that every day.
Change my mind, I'm throwing my shoe at them.
Gonna remove them from the timeline.
I wasn't even born.
You're gonna throw the shoe at your dad's dick. Good luck.
Oh, my groin.
It's a real Back to the Future stuff going on here.
Well, how about we do some sort of like gentlemanly trust agreement? I'll throw my shoe at Zelda if you throw your shoe at Labyrinth.
It's the prisoner's dilemma. Are we going to get sucked up by a white ball?
God damn it, I
that's
love you
another-
so much. I love you so much.
Oh, just like, I just saw Labyrinth soundlessly in a sushi restaurant. So I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but doesn't like he's got like the contact juggling sphere that like sucks her into the ballroom?
Yes,
Doesn't it?
It is the ballroom.
Yeah.
I would argue he didn't have a lot of ballroom in that outfit.
Have you seen the costume? He had plenty of ballroom.
I don't think any of us present can be trusted with a task of this magnitude involving the timeline. I say we get blindfolded and blind throw.
Okay, so I guess we're doing this now. So in order to randomly throw your shoe at something, I would like you to roll this D6.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 5.
You have canceled the cancellation of Cool Ranch Doritos.
It's fair.
Yeah,
It's fair.
it was a dice. Inherently fair.
So Cool Ranch Doritos are still on the table. What do you save with your shoe?
However this turns out, know that we tried adequately. 2.
You save Labyrinth.
Yes! My sexual awakening is safe.
So in conclusion, 1986 is saved. Congratulations, everybody. An iconic year for Labyrinth and Cool Ranch Doritos. And what was I saying? I would like to award Team Great Taste in Music some very roomy pants in the downstairs area. And I would like to confer an honorable mention upon Alex for making The Prisoner reference that I greatly appreciated. I would like to thank Corey and Kathleen and Alex and BH for talking. I would like to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. This has been The Panelists.
Dear God, trying to put on a condom with a pair of tiny little claws. No, it's just like... Well,
I can't deal with this because now I'm picturing a raccoon with a human dong. With a human erection. I can't handle this.
Well, whose fault is that, Beach?
It's my fault!